Hey YouTube, it's MrLuBuFu, and here with the final episode of Magic 2013 core set M13 spoilers, because they released the entire set. Wizards made the entire set public like they do the Monday before the pre-release, so that way people can see the sort of cards that are around. So I figured I'd mention a few cards that hadn't been spoiled yet, that I felt were worth mentioning. There's a lot of common, uncommon reprints, and just stuff I wanted to mention. I will be doing a full set analysis over the course of a few days, one color at a time, talking about limited implications and standard-ish. My standard study is nowhere near as good as my limited one, but I'll do a decent amount. Anyway, so first we have Erase that I wanted to mention. Good little reprint because of Rancor coming back, and they needed something that would, exile an enchantment. So very, very good. Definitely something that was needed. We have another rare, an Intrepid Hero. It's a 3-mana 1/1 that taps to destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. Seems pretty good and limited, if I must say so myself. Our Wrath effect is going to be planar cleansing, so 6 mana. So unless you Miracle Terminus, once Day of Judgment rotates out, there'll be a while where there's no good Wrath effects in white. There's a few in black that I'll get to. Sarah Angel coming back already makes me happy. I know I've mentioned that. War Priest of Thune is also back. We have our replacement for the Merfolk, which is Courtly Provocateur. I probably mispronounced that. It's one that you can make target creatures attack or block, which seems pretty good. I mean, better than before. Just quickly flipping through. I don't want to spend too much time. I'll be going over major spoilers at once, or the entire set at once. We have a reprint of Rewind, which is okay. I mean, it's a lot better when you can use that mana, the extra mana you get. Let's see, we have a reprint of Bloodthrone Vampire, which is nothing great. Reprint of Duress. This is something that Black really wanted, was early disruption. So if you're a Black player, you should be happy about that. But you should be happier about Mutilate. I know I've mentioned it, but all creatures get -1/-1 until the end of turn for each swamp you control. Very, very good. We have a reprint of Phylactery Lich. Where is it? There we go. Shimian Spectre seems pretty good if you're able to hit with it. It's a 4-mana 2/2 flyer. Now whenever it deals combat damage to a player, they reveal their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. You search that player's graveyard, hand, and library for all cards with that name and exile them. Seems pretty good if you can land a hit. That's all I'm going to say. It's a very good Spectre. Violet Rebirth is a 2/2 for 1 as long as there's a card in the graveyard. Wit's End is a good card, not for what it does, but because they misspelled the word pathetic in the flavor text. Arms Dealer is a good uncommon because if you're playing a ton of goblins, you essentially have, the ability to deal 4 damage to any creature at any time, and that's really powerful. We have 4 mana destroy target land, which is worse than Demolish. Not like Demolish was good to begin with. Another rare. It's just a big 6/6 that gets bigger. Nothing extraordinary. Thunder Malachite, still good. We have a funny little reprint of Torch Fiend, another Innistrad block card here in M13. Oh yes, we're getting to the green, which is the one I wanted to talk about. Specifically because there is no Noble Hierarch. They put Plummet in the slot where it might have been open, which makes me very, very, very sad. They kept Exalted to just white and black. Little bit sad. They reprinted Quirion Dryad, which is not you know, atrocious. It gets real big real quick. Timberpack Wolf seems pretty good if you open a ton in sealed or get a ton in limited. And I think that's basically it that I wanted to talk about. Not much else. We have got a big tome that's 4 mana to play, then 4 mana tap, draw a card. But really, they had spoiled most of the set already, so there's not much else to add. Though the Evolving Wilds does not have the good Innistrad art. Oh, and a reprint of Reliquary Tower. So for those of you needing some for EDH, congratulations. I think M13 has a ton of, it just has a ton of EDH cards and staples, so a lot of people can pick those up pretty cheap. Thank you guys for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, and keep your eyes peeled for my full set review.